Jacksonville Jaguars fans, welcome into Duval Daily presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thanks so much for being here. Friday, August 8th. We've got our first game preview for the Jacksonville Jaguars for 2025. It's exciting. Really appreciate y'all being here, supporting the channel. Genuinely love what I do here. And I'm really excited to, in earnest now kind of embark on this new season. Obviously, training camp over the last couple weeks. Now getting into the preseason, regular season is right around the corner. So we have our first preseason week 1 matchup with the Steelers to preview here today. Obviously, previewing preseason games, not quite the same as previewing a regular season game. The stakes are not as high. You're not going to see a lot of the most important players for some teams. The Jaguars, they are playing their starters. They're playing all their starters that are going to be healthy. Now, some of their starters do not appear to be healthy. Eric Armstead, haven't seen him all week, dealing with a back injury. Liam Cohen was not very committal on when he'll be back. And I don't think Liam Cohen was just giving coach speak and not wanting to talk about it. I genuinely think he doesn't really know at this point when Eric Armstead will be back. We'll continue talking about these guys. First, do want to remind y'all, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. You can also check out genjag.com/shop. Pick up some new Duval gear like the hat I'm wearing right now. Lots of other cool stuff on the site, genjag.com/shop. So Mason Smith is also still on the active/PUP. He's been moving around. He's been looking good off to the side. I don't think he gets activated to this for this game. Maybe next week he'll be good to go. Maybe the week after. I don't know. There's 3 preseason games. I would like to see him out on that practice field and in a preseason game before you hit week 1 against the Carolina Panthers. Jalen McLeod, not going to be out there. Rookie, 6th-round pick. Sam, edge, off-ball linebacker hybrid. Buster Brown is out for camp. Cole Van Lannon is out for camp. Caleb Ransaw is week to week. Dennis Gardeck has been activated off the PUP, active/PUP, about a week ago, but will he be suited up for this game? I don't know. That's TBD. I would kind of be surprised if he is. I would guess there are some other veterans who won't play. We'll see. This is a team that has a lot of free agent veterans they brought in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brand new coaching staff, front office, everything, right? It's all new. So they do want to get their guys out there, and they want to have had some time on task in a game before they hit regular season week 1. Does that mean everyone is going to play? I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I would imagine there will be some starters that if they play, it would be one drive. Some of the guys I'm just thinking about are the really established veterans in this league. Jordan Lewis, Eric Murray, Josh Hines-Allen. I mean, I don't need to see Josh Hines-Allen in the preseason at all. Trayvon Walker, I don't need to see in the preseason at all. Honestly, Brian Thomas Jr., I don't need to see that. But we're going to find out. It sounds like, based on what Liam Cohen has said, that all the starters who are healthy are going to play. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at Everbank Stadium. For the Steelers, there's a lot of players not playing. And again, this is a regime, a coaching staff that has a lot of continuity. Tomlin's been there forever. A lot of their veterans have been there for a long time or played a lot in this league. They do have some newly signed veterans or traded for veterans that will not be playing in this game. So that's kind of my thought process on some of the Jaguars veterans as well, but we'll go through the list for the Steelers. No Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, Isaac Seumalo on the offensive line, Jalen Warren, the running back, Jalen Ramsey not going to be playing, Joey Porter Jr., Big Play Slay, Darius Slay, Deshaun Elliott, Patrick Queen, Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Nick Herbig, Chris Boswell, their kicker, not playing. Calvin Austin due to injury. Alex Highsmith due to injury. Corey Trice due to injury. So that's the list Mike Tomlin provided yesterday of players that are probably not going to be out there. So you're not going to see a lot of the dynamic pass rushers that the Steelers have on the edge. You're not going to see DK Metcalf or Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to see their top secondary players. So if the Jaguars are playing against primarily backups for the Steelers, the Jaguars starters, however long they're in there, a drive, 2 drives, whatever it is, you want to see Trevor and those boys go down and score a touchdown, and you want to see the starting defense shut them down. I mean, there's no reason for the Jaguars starters to not have a really good day against Steelers, primarily backups. And it's not going to be all backups for the Steelers. You do have some young players, some veterans who are going to be playing. Roman Wilson, a young receiver who is very talented. Ben Skoranek has played a lot in this league. He'll probably be out there. You have some young offensive linemen who are talented that will be out there. Broderick Jones, it sounds like, potentially. Definitely Zach Frazier, Mason McCormick, Troy Fautanu, the rookies from last year, 3 guys that I really like seeing in Jacksonville. That's neither here nor there. Looks like quarterback-wise, Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson, Logan Woodside are the guys that are going to be up. Not Aaron Rodgers, no Will Howard, who's dealing with an injury. Caleb Johnson, a really talented running back. The Jaguars are probably going to be seeing some tomorrow. Day 2 pick, I thought he could have been taken much earlier than he was. I think he fits the bill for the Steelers in a big way. Derek Harmon, a player I loved in the first round of the draft this year, along with Keanu Benton. Could both of those interior defensive linemen be out there? Potentially, it sounds like. And they'll be a handful to deal with without question. Those are good football players. They'll have Jack Sawyer, Malik Harrison. They'll have some guys out there that can play for sure. Cole Holcomb. In the secondary, you'll still probably see a player like Sebastian Castro, who was, somehow undrafted, but a very good football player out of Iowa, safety, nickel type player, some others. So it's not going to be just like a team of nobodies out there for the Steelers, but the Jaguars starters, when they're out there, they should handle their business. And a big part of handling their business, scoring touchdowns, stopping the Steelers, is going to be alignment, assignment, no mental mistakes, no pre-snap penalties. Those are the types of things that kill you. If you have an effort penalty, you'll accept that because it is what it is. Like, as long as it's not a crazy mental mistake, you're happy with that. You want the guys to be able to get to their checks. The Jaguars call them cans. When you kill a play, get to your next play. You want them to be able to identify defenses, work together. You want the motions to look smooth, fluid. You want the center to quarterback exchange to be fluid. It has been so far with the starters in Jacksonville. With the backups, not so much. You've seen a lot of backup quarterbacks put the ball on the ground. So that's something you want to make sure gets cleaned up. No pre-snap movement. When I say movement, I mean illegal movement, right? False starts, multiple men in motion, different things like that. You want to see a lot of motion, and you're going to see a lot of motion from the Jaguars offense, pre-snap and at the snap throughout the season. These game plans are going to be much more vanilla than what you would expect for a regular season game. So it's not going to be all the bells and whistles you can expect to see come, first weekend in September, but you still want to see these guys execute alignment and assignment and not have the mental mistakes. Liam Cohen preaches alignment and assignment all the time, and he's exactly right. At this point in the year, that's one of the big things. That's the foundation. You have to be able to get the easy things done to be able to go out there and do the harder things, scoring touchdowns, making big plays, right? So that's the foundation. You want to see Travis Hunter make big plays. He's supposed to be playing both sides of the ball. Again, how much will he play? Hopefully not a lot, but enough to go out there and make a couple plays, catch the football, maybe get the hand on the ball on the other side. Will Mason Rudolph or Skylar Thompson or Logan Woodside challenge Travis Hunter, whoever's out there throwing the football when Hunter's out there? That'll be fascinating. I mean, Travis Hunter's first NFL game. That's big. I know it's preseason, but that's big. I'm looking at position battles as well. At safety, I think your starters are probably pretty much written in pen with Eric Murray, pencil with Andrew Wingard, but you've got a lot of guys competing for the safety room to make this football team. Darnell Savage, Daniel Thomas, Antonio Johnson, Rayon Lane, Caleb Ransaw is obviously injured right now, but there's a number of guys competing there. At the back end of cornerback, there's a number of guys competing. I think locked in, you've got obviously Travis Hunter, who wide receiver / corner, but Tyson Campbell, Jarian Jones, Jordan Lewis, Buster Brown, when healthy, locked in. But is someone else going to be able to make this football team? Some younger guys have been doing well. You've seen Danico Slaughter make a lot of plays. Zechariah McPherson has been really impressive. He's not a rookie, but he's a guy who, younger in this league in terms of experience. You talk about Christian Braswell making a lot of plays. There's been a number of corners. Levi Wallace is out there now, who's a former Steeler. There's a lot of guys competing for the cornerback room. Backup offensive line, I think you have your top 5 locked in. Chuma Edoga is locked in as well. Cole Van Lannon injured, so he's not going to be available. Don't know if he's going to start the season on the PUP, how that's going to work out. But beyond Chuma Edoga, I think you've got a lot of competition. Wyatt Milam probably going to be on the roster without a doubt, but Chuma, Wyatt, but who else makes it at offensive line? You've got Luke Fortner competing, Jonah Monheim, the rookie 7th-round pick, competing, Fred Johnson competing. There's a number of guys out there that are trying to make a roster here in Jacksonville. At Sam, you're not going to see Jalen McLeod, but will you see Dennis Gardeck? If not, Yasir Abdullah should have a lot of opportunity to shine out there. At running back, you've got 5 guys for probably 4 spots. That's what it looks like. You've got your 2 starters, Bigsby, Etienne. You've got your 2 draft picks, Bashal Tutin, LeQuint Allen. You've got Jaquindon Jackson, who is an undrafted free agent, who has really come in and done the work asked of him and done a really good job. I want to know, can you see some guys step up on the interior defensive line? Right? Like, you've seen Austin Johnson come in and make some plays. I've seen Jordan Jefferson do all right. I've definitely seen a lot of Devon Hamilton playing well. Tyler Lacey in there a lot. Can those guys get the job done in this type of setting? No Eric Armstead, no Mason Smith. Will the Jags have a wide receiver 6 on their roster come the end of preseason? I think there's 5 guys that feel pretty locked in. Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, De'Ami Brown, Parker Washington, Joshua Cephas. Will anybody else make the case? And obviously no I words. That's the biggest thing. That will be the biggest thing tomorrow night. I'm fired up for preseason week 1, seeing the Jaguars. And, for me, I know a lot of folks, it's like, oh, when the starters are out, who cares? But you watch every single practice and training camp, and you get to know these people a little bit and know their game. And so I'm excited to watch the whole thing and see every single play, how these guys perform, and then report back to y'all and talk about it quite a bit next week. We'll have a post-game show, but dive into the tape and see a whole lot more than we will be able to glean just from the first viewing for sure. Really excited that we are at this point in the year. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, supporting this channel. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you expect to see tomorrow night in Jacksonville. Jaguars versus Steelers, preseason week 1 at Everbank Stadium, 7 p.m. Y'all have a good one.